Hey, Sean. Of all my videos that I've made, the videos that consistently get the most views and continue to get like 1,000 views each month, even though they're 2 years old, are my videos about audio gear. They're also the videos that have gotten the most gratitude and thanks and people reaching out and asking questions and saying, oh, this is great. I just bought this mic. Thank you for this video. They're also the videos that have gotten the most criticism because they weren't perfect. And I know that. And I look back at them and I roll my eyes. And had I known that they were going to be as watched, maybe I would have taken a little bit more time to get them just perfect, but I didn't. The audio clips, there's some electrical noise. So this video may have some of that as well. But what I wanted to talk about today is not what gear you should buy or compare gear, but to answer the question that I keep getting asked, which is what audio gear am I using now? And I've learned a lot and I continue to learn a lot. And of all the things in video production, audio is the one that keeps finding its way into my heart of tweaking it, getting it perfect, getting it right. And each time I mess it up a little bit, I get frustrated and I take the time to try to tweak things and hone things to get things just perfect. And so I just wanted to walk through my kit right now. And today, actually, I was working on a shoot, which is why I'm here in this preschool classroom. My kit today was a Rode, which I'm holding right now. It's a Rode VideoMic Pro, same one I used before, but running into the transmitter of the Deity Connect. And I used to try this with the Rode Link, but I always had interference and this high-pitched noise. It was awful. And I talked to the people actually at Deity when I was at NAB, and they were saying the reason that happens is because of how Rode, the insulation they do on their electronics just isn't that good, so it's more susceptible to interference. And what I found is that that must be totally right, because today this has been so clean and so fantastic. And we were shooting a bunch of interviews with kids, and to not have to have a cable flying around. I'm shooting at one-man band today, so I was able to set my camera up on a tripod using the Sony autofocus and then fly in this wireless mic and not have to worry about anything. I'm not miking up kids individually with a wireless boom pack or with a wireless lav. I'm just putting this boom up, but it's not connected to anything. It's just its own little happy thing. And it sounds great. It sounds fantastic. And it works really well, and so I've been really pleased. In run and gun situations, I'll use this VideoMic Pro as a boom, but if I get to take my time, if I'm doing a more substantial interview or I'm doing something longer, I've been using the Zoom F4 field recorder. I used to have an H6, used to have an H4n before that, and they were fantastic. I still recommend them. I went with the F4. It's a little bit more robust. It can do a little bit higher quality audio, but it also allows me to record different formats to different cards. I've been using it to podcast. It has phantom power, just like the other Zooms, but this thing has been absolutely wonderful. But what really changed the game for me is the battery life on this thing isn't good when I use phantom powered microphones. It runs on 8 AA's, so it's sort of a pain to charge them all and make everything happen in there. But I've been plugging it into a V-mount battery with a little D-tap connector into the Hirose connector on the back of this. And I haven't charged that V-mount in a month, and I've used it on 6 different shoots for hours on each of them, and it still has like 3 of 5 lights for its battery power. So I'm a big fan of that setup, and it seems to run forever. The microphones that I'm using now, my main microphone is the Rode NTG3, and I think it's weird that their naming convention with their numbers, like the 1, the 2, the 4, and the 3, the 3 is the best one. The 3 is their flagship. It has better frequency response compared to the NTG4, but it's a lower number. So I don't quite get it. It does not come in a battery-powered option, which is why I like the phantom power, which is why I like the V-mount battery hooked up to it. But it's been really, really convenient. And then for lavs, I've been using the Deity Connect and the lavs that they have. I found a little bit of interference sometimes with Wi-Fi networks and things like that, or if your phone goes too close to the transmitter, you may drop a little bit of audio. It hasn't been awful, but it's been a very convenient system, and being able to run 2 mic packs into the camera simultaneously saves a huge step in the workflow. So today, working with these kids, we had the head of school was interviewing kids. So we put a lav on him, and then we had the boom pole hooked up to the wireless that was either over the kid, or we were actually able to hide it. We had this big wide frame, even it was right here, but a much wider frame than this. And we were able to hide the boom mic over to the side without any cables or anything like that, and it was able to pick up the kids really well, and his lav did it. But the receiver splits the audio into left and right. So in the camera file, the left channel is his lav and the right channel is the boom mic that was hidden. So I have two channels of audio completely separate, these two mono sources with that I don't have to sync, I didn't have to slate, I didn't have to do anything. It was really, really convenient to set it up that way. When I'm not using the NTG3, the NT5 has been my go-to as an indoor dialogue microphone. If it's any place that's echoey, the shotgun microphones start to sound really weird. I did a big video about how that happens and why that happens. And so if you want to watch that, you can. But between these two microphones, this is what I mic almost everything with. They do a fantastic job. They're very low noise. This is for when it's echoey or in a small space. And if it's well carpeted, I can get away with the shotgun if there's no echo, or if I'm outside, the NTG3 is the way that I go, right into the F4. And that's it. It's a pretty lean setup, and it's been fun. I haven't had any problems since I added these two mics. I haven't had any problems finding good audio on location wherever I am. So I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm not telling you which mics are better. This was just an update on what mics I'm currently using, and the things that I've tried along the way have all gotten me to here. And this is the best my audio has ever sounded. There is still room for improvement, as always, but this is the gear that I've been using. I don't have affiliate links or anything like that, but you should buy stuff from a camera shop like B&H or Adorama. They've got better rewards than Amazon does, and it supports camera shops instead. So that's what I'm using. If you've got any questions, any suggestions, or any criticisms for how this video went, feel free to throw them in the comments. Other than that, good to see you again. I'm Sean. See you later. Bye.